And then I will now welcome everybody and switch to the PowerPoint. And so we start. And that is Mary Farsi, who is the head of the College of Interreligious Studies on ground in Munich. And I'm the director of the Interreligious Studies College, and my side is the academic responsibility. And we welcome you, everybody, today. We want to give you a short introduction about the college and the academic program. And of course, afterwards, we will have time for questions and answers if you are interested in one or the other aspect. And what you can see here, the image that is the front of the college, which is the head side of the Abbey of St. Boniface in Munich. That is a monastery which rent some part of their building to us. So we are at the moment residing in a Benedictine monastery in Munich, which is a city in the south of Germany, in Bavaria. Here you see a picture, and I give hand over to Melly. Melly, great that you join us.
Yeah, hello everyone. So maybe it's interesting for you that the monastery is located like 10 minutes to walk by feet from the main train stations. So we are like in the heart of Munich, and you can walk feet by to all the important places like the shopping areas and all the universities around. So it's a really good place to be in Munich. Yeah, there you can see the entrance of the monastery and our college in summertime. At the moment it's covered with snow and it's kind of cold. Yeah, and we offer a program. I saw someone joining. Hello. Yeah, and we offer a program where you can live, study, and learn together. And this is something which is really special if you are searching for a program around the world. Our program lasts for 1 year, where you can get a certificate, and if you want to, you can prolong it to a master for another second year. Yeah, the community of the college students are from all over the world, and it's intercultural and interreligious community. Also, we are in a Benedictine monastery.
The heart of the college are academic studies, of course, and we will come to that later. It's a 60 ECTS program lasting 1 year and can be prolonged into a full-blown Master of Religious Studies. The academic accreditation is the Paris-Lodron University of Salzburg. This is where we sit at the moment, and it's in Austria. But the college, which you see on the photo, is in Germany. So we are 2 hours drive from each other. But the college and all teaching will take place in Munich and the College of Interreligious Studies. Very important for us is that not only academic study is part of our program, but also practical experience in interreligious dialogue. So we will send you to different religious community, and we usually, if we ask where you should do your internship, we say 2 religions which you don't know so much. So you learn something new, regardless from which religion you come from. Munich is a wonderful town to do that. It's 1.5 million, and we say it's a global village, which means it's not a huge city, but it's big enough to host really all religious major communities of the planet, and in a size which you can overlook. Also, we have partners through the House of Culture and Religion in Munich, where all the responsibility people do speak English. So even we are in Germany and in Munich, where the mother tongue is Bavarian, which is a dialect of Germany, of German language, but everybody who is involved with you will speak English, which helps, of course. There is also a variety of spiritual events which we offer.
Yeah, like we have yoga classes there, and we run a program called, in English, it's the Spiritual Search of Traces, where we kind of listen to stories of spiritual events in their lives and tell our stories. So everyone who has taken part in this was really surprised how nice it is to open yourself to others and learn from other stories. Yet the next is the individual personal development, because we are in contact with foreign people, foreign concepts, foreign ideas, and they teach us a lot about ourselves. So the individual personal development process is huge as well in this program. Yeah, and of course, the acquisition of intercultural and interreligious competences. Yeah, we have only a limited number of rooms at the college, which is 14. And these rooms, they have a private bathroom, and we use a common kitchen to cook, to have our seminars, to do yoga, to do everything, and an office.
Which means in practice that you can opt if you want to live on the campus or you want to live outside in Munich.
Exactly.
And if you opt for wanting to live at the campus and do the certificate program, you will be listed on the top in order to get into the campus. So our idea is that we have basically a living classroom together. But if you have personal reasons to live somewhere else, then that is no problem at all. So both is possible. Now I will talk a little bit about the Certificate of Interreligious Studies. It ends with a certificate as an academic expert and gives you 60 European credit points of the European academic system. 120 points is a master. So meaning that if you have the Certificate of Interreligious Studies done after 1 year, you already have to have the first year of a religious studies master program. Because we are, and I am a professor of the Paris-London University in Salzburg, which is in Austria, means that you can do the second year of the master in that university, but you do not have to leave the college for that. You can combine and continue either in Munich, but you can also move to Salzburg if you want. And there is also a third option, because the College of Interreligious Studies belongs to the cross-culture project. If you've been on the website of University of Salzburg, you will have seen that this is a link of 7 universities in India, in Kenya, in India, Varanasi, in Kenya, Nairobi, Seoul, in Korea, Yogyakarta, India, and Munich. All of them offer you the 3rd or 4th semester, and the master work you can, of course, write wherever you want it. You just have to be credited at the university, which gives you a full range of options and possibility to conclude and finish the program with a full-blown master. But you can also, of course, also stop after 1 year and go away happily with the academic expert and 60 ECTS, which we, of course, will credit you.
And another thing which is possible as well is to learn German in the time you do the certificate program, because you have contacts to like German classes, institutes. So in the time you do the certificate program, you can work on your German language skills as well.
Which gives you the advance that you don't have to start being with B2 German before you come. You can start with us in English and have your German for the 2nd year, and then can continue with the religious studies program 2nd year. If you have a look at the modules, you can see that they belong. If you see, for example, the first module, that's key concepts of religious studies. So it's a cultural study program, which means that you can have any or no religion personally. We do not care. But of course, we do care that you are personally interested in other religions and in interfaith process. So your own personal standpoint is your private thing. But of course, we are open that you bring it into the altogether interfaith process, which we all want to dive in. You will learn about religious traditions from both Abrahamic religious traditions and Asian religions, also, of course, other ones like natural religions. You will learn about dialogue and society, about the process of interreligious learning, especially. Of course, you will learn methods of research so that you can do your masterwork and produce good work in the seminary. You will learn about the impact of spiritualities, spiritual groups, and new movements in the society, and also how they challenge and change traditions in religion. You will learn about different forms of dialogues in the society and how they interfere with questions of ethic and also law of religion. You will hear about interreligious dialogue as applied religious studies, which means that you will simply join practical dialogue forums in the city of Munich or elsewhere if you want, and then reflect on that academically. You will have pedagogic analysis of interreligious dialogue, which means that you will learn a lot of other forms of dialogue. One chance we have is that we are, as the college, part of the House of Culture and Religion in Munich, where interreligious dialogue is done by 3 NGO interfaith organizations, many of the churches and religious bodies in the town also involved. And they offer so much that you can basically choose where you get basically the field in which you learn then the process of dialogue to analyze, and then of course also to do later on yourself. That is dialogue practice, and we just came about that. And of course you complete your stay with a final essay.
Yeah, maybe the ones of you who are looking on our Instagram account sometimes know this picture. I see some smiles. Yeah, being part of the certificate program gives you an insight of being in an intercultural or interreligious group as well. So we offer the opportunity to further qualify for professional fields with interreligious and intercultural negotiation processes. And the competences you can gain in our program are deepened in addition to a corresponding study, especially through practical office, as you can see here on the picture, Leonardo cooking Italian food. Yeah.
What happened here?
What happened here?
Some miracle to the text. But anyway, a year of interfaith dialogue means that you live for 1 or 2 years in the monastery. So you will also get to know people from the monastery. And I can just see here that we covered most of what is written here already before. It's about the program and the spirituality, so I just skipped this page. But you can have a look at the picture, which is a view from the monastery's main entrance into the yard.
Yeah, this is something we have said before, like the 1-year program for a certificate, and then if you are interested for a master, you can do another year and even do it with one of our partners of the cross-cultural religious study project. Maybe
you can also see that one red thread going through the entire year is the Friday evening, which is the college evening, and you can see a picture here where people meet. And it has 2 aspects. So once it's about the community of the house and personal aspects, and the other one is that people and guests come from outside and share their insight in interfaith relations. And so it's also a link. The college invites people from the main city society of interfaith relations, and so gets to know and gets to be known to the people in Munich.
Yeah, and here on the picture it's interesting because this was a special night, actually. That's why we put it on the PowerPoint presentation. We have 2 guests here. One is a yoga teacher, and she was telling us about the philosophy. And another one is a Benedictine pastor. And yeah, this was really interfaith experience this evening happening. And that's what you will definitely find in the College of Interreligious Studies. Yeah, that's me. If you have any questions, just write me an email. And down on the picture, you find my email address. So please feel free to ask me any questions you have.
Okay. Here you can see that the college year starts but it's not correct October. It has to be the 1st of March. So the college year starts in October, but the college program starts in the next college program starts in March, and it will run. The theoretical courses will run until July. And then in the next half year, you will have time for writing the essay and doing interfaithships. And the next coming in is then the October 1st. So we have two starting dates now, the one which is written here, and the 1st of March, which you will see when you go on our website. The college is open for female and male and diverse students. And application and enrollment for the next program, starting on the 1st of March, is open until the 31st of January. And you will have also to register until the end of this month. And so during the month of February, we will fix applications and see if you are eligible for the program. That means that you have to have a bachelor degree. And then we will inform everybody if you can accept you for the program. You can also get support in many ways. We have a person, Evelyn, on the college. She will help you in writing essays or getting through the course if you have problems with English or problems with the academic language or with any related aspects. So we have a tutor program for you. Also, the students which are at the moment on the college, they have several languages, and some of them are also native German. So in case of practical life, it's not only the academic life you have, the practical life, there are many people who help you with either the college reviews or the meetings or also personal questions for your life in Munich.
Yeah, and we have personal consultation hours as well, because, yeah, and that's where I'm there for you. So if you have questions or any kind of problems, yeah, there are the personal consultation hours, because we know that maybe you come from another country and life in Germany is sometimes not easy. Yeah, the intended audience, actually, everyone who's open and curious about encounters with people of other nations and cultures. That's probably the most important thing. And for all those who would like to volunteer in religious communities yet unknown to them, as well as in the interreligious natural cultural environment. This is referring to the internships it's a part of the program. Yeah, international and local people, refugees, people with immigrant backgrounds, international exchange students of various cultures and religions. And I'm sorry that if we forgot one group, so seriously, everyone is welcome to join.
There are basically only two factors which are really necessary. The one is for if you want to join the academic degree program, you have to have a bachelor's degree. So that you're eligible for it's a postgraduate level, so that you're eligible for that. But it doesn't have to be in religion or theology. It can be any bachelor degree. Many people who are interested in the course show that they have personal interest in religion, and so they cover up by their personal interest and with the bachelor degree the needs we have for the program. Also, of course, you have to look into your financial situation. The life in Munich is unfortunately not cheap, but we can offer some sort of beneficial help if you apply to us. Also, we are working together with the KAAD, that's the Catholic Student Sponsorship Program of Germany, and others, and we can advise you if you need help to get a sponsorship for the course. The prices for the rooms and the prices for life in Munich you can all find on the website, and of course also the teaching fees for the course, which is 2,600 and something euro.
And yeah, something which is maybe important as well, that our network is quite good as well. So the lecturers and professors who teach at the program have different cultural and religious backgrounds as well. So yeah, this is.
And you can see them all on the website. If you go on the website, you can see the people who teach in the course. You can Google them all. a formal registration. That's what I already said. You have to have a bachelor's degrees, and some knowledge in the humanities and social science is an advantage. But as I said, you can, if you don't have it in your first bachelor, you can either cover the personal or professional experience. You have to have B2 levels English skills. And German skills are an advantage, not for the academic study. You don't need German for that. But since the course, the college is in Munich, once you leave the college grounds and enter a bus station, a supermarket, or other living people on the planet in Munich, German will be of some advantage. But on the other hand, Munich is an international town enough that if you have no German at all and you're somehow not afraid to come, please do so. You will learn quick what you need for survival, and to live inside the college, no problem. We speak some sort of English like everybody does in the college. For the optional master degree second year, you will, in the second year, then need German level B2. If you don't have German at all, you have the full year to get there in order to then enroll for the second year. Just that is for your information.
Yeah.
Yeah, here on the bubbles, you can see the part of the programs, the internships, the college project, an interreligious retreat, what you see, the H something, yeah, short abbreviation is stands for the House of Cultures and Religions in Munich, and of course the academic study, this program, the certificate one.
Very important for us is also the internship. We already mentioned that you do it in a parish, in a mosque community, in a Buddhist or Hindu community, in a yoga course, in a Buddhist meeting center, in a group of shamans or whatever in Munich. We have very, very many contacts for you. We just want that you go to 2 places lengthily, which you do not know first, so that you learn more things when you come. The internship should be a total of 100 hours, but that is split over the 2 semesters and includes time in the House of Culture and Religion, which will be interfaith. You're very flexible in how you do that. Of course, you will have to somehow adjust with the faith communities. And in each faith community, you will have an English-speaking tutor who helps you to get around. And also you will have in the base camp, in the college, us who help you to get things sorted out and get contacts and telephones and these kind of things. We help you to get the internships organized and also to run through them and survive them in a very good shape.
Yeah, and we even help you to find a way of internship that fits you personally.
Yeah, that is a good point, yeah. As I already mentioned, the college is part of the cross-cultural religious study project, which means that, as I said already, if you opt for the religious studies course in the second year, you can do that in one of the partner universities, but also you are part of the summer school, which happens every year in Salzburg. So once in the year, the Interreligious College of Munich travels the 2-hour-long train distance to Salzburg, which is where we are sitting now. My office here is in Salzburg. And the picture you see is also taken in Salzburg. And there you have the faculty of the cross-culture projects, which are professors from Munich, Nairobi, Jakarta, Seoul, Haifa, and Varanasi, which is not mentioned here, but they came just last year. So that means that the small international and interreligious community of the college has a wider family worldwide and has connections. So you get relations to all this university, which also will, of course, benefit you in your further career.
Yeah, the spiritual practice I have told you before. So at the picture at the bottom, you see the yoga classes. The one is called Yoga Nidra, maybe the ones in India know. And the other one is the spiritual search of traces, where we share our experiences. Yeah, and this really offers the opportunity to be enriched in the dialogue of religions.
The good thing about the spiritual traces is that we opt a small number from Munich people to join it. Not too many, in order not to make the group too big. It should be personally. But by that, you get people from Munich and around personally in their spiritual life, because they tell you how they grew up, what did they do, and what did they experience. And of course, they are very keen to hear something similar from you. Of course, nobody is pushed to say things you don't want to share. It's all open and everybody respects each other's privacy. But on the other hand, also, it's a learning space of spiritual development, which is also, of course, a study area for religious studies, in both ways, very enriching.
Yeah, and these 10 people open the doors to the religious communities in Munich. So you know a person who is maybe Buddhist, maybe Jewish, maybe Baha'i, and so on. And they come to the college and be part of the group, which is nice.
Mm-hmm. So if you ask who runs the college, it's an NGO called Occorso. Occorso is a Latin word and means running towards each other and embracing each other. So that Latin word, you can see in our little logo, we try to make some little images. That's two people running towards each other, and one is looking at them. In a way, it shows what we are doing. We do dialogue, that's the two embracing each other, but also we study dialogue, that's the one who is checking what's going on. So we do both things at the college. We are dialogue ourselves, but we also reflect on what we're doing, both personally and on an academic level. Of course, as an NGO, it runs the college, and it also employs all the members of staff at the college, plus all the teachers of the course, and does the administration of the college, and is an NGO registered with the government. We belong to the House of Culture of Religions, House of Culture and Religion in Munich, which is a project which tries, at the moment we are hosted in a Protestant church, but that church will be one day a really interfaith group of spaces. And one day also the college will be at that space. At the moment we are at the Benedictine monastery. But the college program is already, the House of Culture and Religious program is already up and running, which gives us the opportunity to share interreligious life of the city on a nearly daily basis.
Yeah, St. Boniface is the name of the Benedictine Abbey where we are located, and it's special as well because it's our they have our intercultural mass as well on Sundays, and they run a homeless people center where they take care of them, providing food and medical care and stuff like this. And they have a large library as well.
So the entire academic program, of course, has to be hosted by a university, which is the Paris-London University in Salzburg. So don't mix the names. We are not in Paris and not in London, and no, it's not a spelling mistake, but Paris-London was a bishop of Salzburg. That was the university is calling like that. And the university is located in Salzburg, where we both sit now, but the College of Interreligious Studies is located in Munich. In Germany. So, but it's all Schengen, so you won't be having too much difficulties, and we help you, of course, in all that. And if you are interested in the university running the program, here is the link, and that gives me the opportunity to say that the entire presentation, what we are doing, you will find online later on YouTube, and we can also send you the link if you send us an email, so you can go back to all the texts and all the links later on. Now, unfortunately, we would like to have this differently, but life costs everywhere where you go. But fortunately, we had big donors who helped us to reduce the teaching certificate. So we can offer you this teaching certificate of the first year for a total sum of 2,650 euro that covers the entire costs of 1 year teaching. And of course, you have to live somewhere. As we said, you can live somewhere else, but you can also live on the campus in the college, which of course is cool because we then share things together. And you can here see the prices range we have. The costs of the second year, if you opt for continuing, is then much lower. Because you learn German, you can then start, and it's 42 euro 40s per semester, or 1,495 euros for European citizens. But if you are from a country of origin which is supported by the Austrian government, and this is very, very many countries, you can heavily reduce your fee for the second year. And you all have to see the website of the Paris Lodron University to see the list of countries. Then you will see that you have a much lower price range. We have to give you the official one. That's why it looks a bit high. If you want to apply, please send a letter of application where you also share some of your personal motivation. Of course, your CV, the documents of your bachelor degree or alternatives. To me, that's the director of College of Interreligious Studies. My name is Martin, and you see my email here. And the deadline of the application is the 31st of January 2024 for the course starting on March 1st. The next course will start in October, and the application will be published later in the year, but it will probably be at the end of June.
Maybe one last thing which is important. Ucorso is a really small NGO, and it's kind of family-like, so we really try to help our students.
Now, the information evening you just write in, welcome at the end. And I stop here the presentation, and also I do stop the recording so that we have so that we can kind of